What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and I got the wash test results for Transfer Express Goof Proof Transfers. Now, you guys asked for it, so I'm delivering it right here. I pressed these up on All Style 1701 t-shirts. This is a black t-shirt with white Goof Proof ink from Transfer Express. Washed it 15 times. Now let's see what the results look like. All right, so here it is. Washed 15 plus times. This is an All Style t-shirt. I ripped the tag off. All Style 1701 Goof Proof Transfer. Print still looks nice and crisp, nice and clear. No cracking. You guys always want some stretch action. No cracking, no peeling. Print still in there. Like I said, if you've ever had a screen printed t-shirt with plastisol ink, that's exactly what this feels like. No issues whatsoever. I washed this, dried it, put it through its paces. I tested it out exactly like I test out all my transfers. No issues whatsoever. And these were laid down with the recommended instructions straight from Transfer Express. Didn't have to make no tweaks, didn't have to make no adjustments to the settings. The only thing I did different maybe would be pressing at a heavy pressure. But that's because I press everything with heavy pressure. Trying to give you guys some close-up action. Little side view. There's no adhesive ghosting around the edges. So there you have it. This is the Transfer Express Goof Proof stuff. If you want a clean, opaque print, this is who you could go with. Alright, so there you have it. This was Transfer Express Goof Proof Wash Test. Like I said, no issues whatsoever. Washed these 15 plus times. I didn't do nothing different to the settings. I pressed it at 370 for 5 seconds with heavy pressure. I believe they call out for firm pressure. I press everything at a heavy pressure, so that's where it was at. 15 plus washes and no issues. I'm still gonna keep throwing this in the wash just to see how it holds up, but so far so good. Now there's somebody on my Instagram saying that every time they press Goof Proof Transfers, they experience some kind of cracking, and usually cracking happens when you over cure a shirt. This happens if you're just traditionally screen printing a shirt. If you bake that t-shirt for too long and if you don't cure the ink properly, you're gonna experience some cracking. It just turns the ink brittle when you over cure something. So when it's cured at the correct temperature, you experience no issues whatsoever. So if you don't have one already, make sure you get yourself a laser thermometer so you could check your heat platen and get the most accurate reading, because sometimes the readout isn't as accurate as what the actual platen feels like. So the platen could actually be at 400 degrees, but your readout is maybe saying it's at 370. And the reason why is usually when presses heat up, they'll heat all the way past their temperature. So say if you set it at 370, it'll go past 370 and then taper back down to be at 370. So it'll go past 370 and then mellow out at 370, if that makes any sense. So when you're heating your press up and you hear it beep and it's saying it's ready, it's not necessarily ready. So I know it's kind of confusing, but you got to remember that this thing's going to heat all the way up past 370 to make sure the whole platen is at 370 and then come back down and be at that cruising temperature of 370. So when you hear the beep, it might be at 400 and you're like eager to press, so you're like, oh, all right, it's beeping, it's ready to go. You press it down, then you're overcooking your shirt because your press is at 400 degrees and you don't even know that. So very important, invest in one of these. They're pretty cheap. I got a link for them in the description. I got this off of Amazon. You could get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, but all it is a laser thermometer. That's all this is right here. So invest in one of these because you could shoot your platen and make sure that it's at the right temperature. You'll get a better accurate reading than your actual readout. So that way, no more scorched t-shirts, no more brittle ink. You'll cure everything at its recommended time and you'll have positive presses every single time. All right, hopefully this helps you guys out. If you wanted to order some goof-proof transfers, make sure you go to the link te.bigbrando.com. That'll take you straight to their screen printed transfers, and then order up and you're good to go. All right, catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.